Hi, it's Sandra here from Create in Spain, and today I thought I'd let you into the way that I tend to work, just a little bit. I recently made some cards, and for some strange reason, I can't imagine why, I sort of woke up in the middle of the night and thought, cocktail glasses, shaker cards. I have no idea why I don't drink cocktails. Yeah, I haven't even been watching any programs with cocktails in them or anything. But anyway, I went with it when I woke up. I still remembered the idea, and I went with it and I designed these cards. This one is quite difficult to do because it's got mirror card on the front, and mirror card is a pain in the neck when it comes to getting glue on it and things. So if you're not confident of your abilities to deal with glue, probably steer clear of the mirror card. This one is just plain on the inside. But what I did was I made a very simple file and I just worked out different ways of making it look different. Now, as you can see, I've got a little stirrer in there, and I've got some sequins and beads and whatever for the shaker element, and the same sentiment on all the cards that I did at the time. This one is almost the same, except for the fact that I've not got a mirror card. I've gone for patterns and a yellow card, and it's pretty similar, so no great difference in there. And this one is slightly different in that I made it so that the front is actually transparent and the design is on the inside. So that was that one. And then from the leftover bits, as you can see, if you look at this one, for example, comes out of here, I decided, well, I've got these nice sort of cocktail glasses, what am I going to do with those? So I put some on some foam onto another card, and yeah, did a simple, very, very simple 5-minute card with a piece of matting in a design that I happen to have. And then I just thought these would look nice as the stalks for the cocktail stirrers. However, my mind was still thinking about what I could do with various bits that I had designed. And I came up with this one, which is a different version altogether, but it's really neat. Now, if you notice inside here, I don't know if you can see, I actually have stuck on the back, I've actually stuck a couple of small cocktail glasses, and I've got some ones which are cut out from my stencil material floating around inside there as well. I stuck a few of the sequins onto the actual background so that they don't all flow around. It provides a little bit of a stopper so not everything disappears to the bottom when you shake it. But the interesting thing is, and I don't know how well it'll show up on camera, are these cocktail glasses that I've actually put onto my front panel, which is just the plastic of a letter folder. You buy them in the stationers, they've got little thumb holes. Buy them in packs of 5, 10, 20, whatever. They're really cheap, and that's what I tend to use for my front panels for my shaker cards. Now, the snag with doing that is that you can't heat emboss on it, at least not very easily. You've got to be really, really, really careful to do it because it tends to shrink up. But I did a video recently that featured various texture pastes, and I suddenly thought, well, I don't remember ever seeing anyone using a texture paste on plastic. And one of the texture pastes I've got, which came from Lidl, is this sparkly one. It's a gel with sparkle in it, and it just looks really nice. So I thought that was a great thing to do. Now, the proviso on that is you can, I made a stencil to do the little one, to do the little glasses there, but the proviso is that when you put your paste through the stencil and remove it, you have to set your card aside for a couple of hours for it to dry. It takes longer on this because obviously it can't absorb into paper. It only dries from the top. But once it's dried, you get a really pretty result. So I thought that was a nice use for the shaker pattern that I had, not the shaker pattern, the cocktail glass pattern that I had designed. It's just a smaller version of the big one. And then it got me to thinking, well, I've got some other texture paste and I wonder what else I could do. And I came up with this one, and I love this card. So easy to do, as is with the cocktail one. All I did was make a frame and put it on the foam, and this panel has been made using one of the texture pastes. It's actually called a texture mousse, again from Lidl, and I just applied it using a stencil that I made. And I just think it's a really nice way to work with plastics and acetates on the front of your card. Add some extra interest and dimension, and I think that card is really very pretty, and I like it. So there we go. I hope I've given you some ideas. I do tend to do my cards in sort of themes, so I pick a shape or a particular theme, and then I see what else I can do with it. Thanks for watching. Take care now. Bye bye.